Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So I recently just saw a video on Dechambeau. He just won the US Open and he was talking about salty balls. Basically, he explained that before a tournament, he checks his balls to make sure that they're well balanced.
Yeah, I put my golf balls in Epsom salt. I'm lucky enough that Connor, my manager, does that now. I don't have to do it, but essentially we float golf balls in a solution to make sure that the golf ball is not out of balance.
And the way he does that is by adding salt and making sure that the ball, if you think about it, you know, if there's more weight on one side, it's always going to float like this to one side. You drop it either anyway, and it's always going to tend to float to that side. So that means that there's going to be a balance. This is going to be heavier in this side, and it's always going to be like a little bit, you know, maybe if you hit a draw, it's going to go more to the left, or if you hit a fade or slice, it's going to tend to do a little more than it should. And same with the putting.
Golf balls are out of balance, and it's just because of the manufacturing process. There's always going to be an error, especially when it's a sphere, and then there's dimples on the edges. You can't perfectly get it in the center. So what I'm doing is finding the pretty much out of balanceness of it.
I made a video last year. I will put the link over here where I opened a brand new box of golf balls, and to my surprise, from 12 balls, like only 4 of them were actually well balanced. I'm just going to show you a quick way of doing this test. You don't have to have like a big bowl, a lot of salt. You can just take like a little glass, a little yard like this, where the golf ball is going to fit, obviously. You need a pencil and salt and water. So we take the yard right here. You're going to need a lot of salt for this, so just pour some salt. Basically what you want to do is the golf ball has to float, and in order for that to happen, you're gonna have to add a lot of salt. So just put out water to the salt. You gotta mix it. I think you're supposed to wait until it kind of turns a little clear, but if you do it in this yard right here, you don't have to waste so much salt, because last time I used like a big old yard, and that was I had to add a lot of salt for that. Just give it time. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab my golf ball that actually I play with. I'm gonna grab this one right here and this one right here. So this is a Callaway Chrome Soft, and this is a TaylorMade RBZ Soft. They're both soft golf balls, and I hope that they're balanced, because I did play some very major tournaments with it, and actually I did okay. But you know, if for some reason I did miss a couple of birdies, but if it had to do with maybe a ball not being balanced, that would be a pity. I mean, golf is already hard enough that you don't want to make it harder. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it and see if it floats. No, it's not floating yet. So if it's like this, that means we need to add a little more salt. So more salt to this. Okay, so more salt. That's why you want to do it in something smaller, because it's gonna need a lot of salt. And if you use a lot of a big yard, then it's gonna take like almost like a whole pack, and you don't want to waste so much salt. So that's why you can just do it in a little glass like this. Okay, so now it should be ready. That's a lot of salt. Now I'm gonna use my TaylorMade RBZ ball. I'm gonna drop it. So once you do that, all you gotta do is drop the ball, and it should float now. There we go. So now it's floating, and this is what you gotta do now. You gotta grab preferably a marker, but I'm going to use a pencil. Okay, let it float like that. Okay, hopefully you can see that. And when it stops, you're going to just mark it on that side. So right there, I'm just going to grab it. I know it's right there. And I'm going to draw like make a little marking right there. Okay, this is where it stopped. Hopefully you can see that. So it's a little marking. Okay, now I'm gonna drop it again from any other side, and it should not stop there. Look at this. This is not well balanced. It stopped exactly on the same dot. See that? So now you gotta move it. And I think this is a ball that is not balanced. Look at that. Look how it's just moving. Let me get it closer so you can see it. See how it's stopping on the exact same spot? This means that this ball is not well balanced, guys. So, you know, if I'm playing like an important tournament, I don't think I want to play with this ball. You know, there's going to be like a little bias, a little more weight on that side. You see that? stopping on the same spot right there.
Heavy side floats to the bottom, and then we mark the top with a dot to make sure that it's always rolling over itself.
Okay, so now I have my Callaway Chrome Soft. This is a really good ball. I love this ball, so I'm hoping that it's balanced, because quite disappointing for the other ball. Which means, I don't know. I mean, should I use it? If it's gonna make a difference from missing a putt, I don't think I wanna use it. Okay, so it's right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it, and I'm gonna make a little marking here. I'm hoping that this one will be good, because if it's not good, I'm gonna be very disappointed if it's not good. Okay, so draw a little line in there. I'm gonna drop it, and hopefully it's going the same. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. So let's move it around. So this is not good either, guys. I mean, I'm playing with balls that are not well balanced. This one right here may be a little better, because see how it didn't go to the exact same spot. The spot is right there, but it tends to go to that spot right there. Maybe you want to do it with like clean water. Okay, well, actually, let me see. Now I went to a different spot. You see that? It's a different spot. Let's see. So this might be okay then. Okay, actually this is fine. This is fine. It was just, for some reason, I stopped on the same spot there before. And there we go. This is well balanced, guys. My bad. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad. Okay, now I went to that spot right there. See the spot right here? Let me see. I will consider this as a well balanced ball, so I could actually use it. I'm gonna put it in my bag and leave it there. The other one, I'm not gonna leave it there, because I don't think I want to risk, you know, missing putts because of an unbalanced golf ball. So this one is good, guys. All right, guys, so I did the test and I found 3 well balanced balls. The one that I tested before, and then the RB sets, I tested some more of those, and I found 1 unbalanced, and these 2 were balanced. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep this in my good, I guess I'm gonna make like a pocket where there's like good balls, and then one on where the balls are unbalanced, not well balanced. So these are gonna be my tournament balls, guys. Okay, so this ball is not good, and look at this, it's brand new, huh? So actually what you can do is you can give this to your opponents. You know, I'm gonna mark it, but you can actually clean that off. It's just from my pencil, but you can actually give it to your opponents. Just say, hey, you want a new ball? Here you go. And you know that this is an imbalanced ball, and actually that will guarantee you, if you play match play, I wouldn't do that, guys. I'm just kidding. But anyways, I'm putting like some markers on this ball, so I'm not gonna use it. I may use it just maybe on some training. So I'll put it on these pockets here on the bottom, and then on here I have my good balls. So I have so far 3 really good balls. So guys, what I would suggest is to do the salt test on every pack that you buy. I know it's a little bit of a pain, but I mean, if that's gonna make you play better, maybe make you miss less putts, or maybe, you know, less of a draw, less of a fade, you know, it could be a difference going in the water or missing a birdie putt. So for me, you know, that's big enough. Dechambeau does it, and you know, look at him, he won the US Open. So definitely I think it does have an effect on your putts as well. Look at Rory, maybe on that little putt that he missed for the US Open, maybe, I wonder if maybe his balls were in balance. Guys, there you go. That's just a quick way to do it. You can just do it in a glass to put your ball, put some salt, and test them out, guys. Especially if you're playing an important tournament. You know, I wouldn't leave anything to chance. Like I said, golf is already hard enough. If you're gonna miss a putt because of a ball, I think that would be very, very unfair. So actually, you know, it comes into mind a lot of times where I miss some like short putts, and maybe it wasn't my fault, maybe it was because the ball wasn't balanced. So not sure how to prove that, but I will definitely keep a good batch of balls in my pocket, on my golf bag. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.